Well, once again, I'm just sitting here thinking, I can't believe the American people. Donald Trump, okay, he's running for president. We know that he's financially smart because what he's done in his career. I don't think he's political enough to be president, though. You know, he may get us out of debt, but he could also destroy us with foreign policies. He tends to strike me as very prejudiced. My dad was very upset over in Hawaii when we went to the Arizona Memorial, because 95% of the people on that particular cruise were Japanese. And like I've stated in a previous video, Smiley was a friend of mine and he was Japanese. Also told you the story dealing with Otto Desselling and Art at Schweitzer's Aircraft Corporation. Times change, people change. You know, like I stated in yesterday's video concerning Cassius Clay, or Muhammad Ali, if you were. I got a very low opinion of draft dodgers, or at least I did, until yesterday, when I found out that Cassius Clay had passed away. The man stood up for what he believed in. Now during that time, you obeyed orders. You joined the military, you obeyed orders unconditionally. I believe times have changed, and I believe the women brought it into the military. You got some women that are more active than the male. Like I stated in another previous video, Staff Sergeant Moss was more of a Marine than I was, because she did 2 years on the drill field, where I did not, because of the situation. Does that make me anti-military, anti-Marine? No. It's my belief system. And people's belief systems do change. My belief system of draft dodgers have changed. Yes, I'm still very prejudiced concerning Bill Clinton. Not that he was a draft dodger. Not that he went to Canada. That has nothing to do with it. As President of the United States, you do not lie to Congress. Why wasn't he impeached concerning that Monica Lewinsky thing? You know, some things are just out and out wrong. You know, like in the Marine Corps, pass, fail, no middle. President of the United States should be the same thing. Ronald Reagan stood up for what he believed in. JFK stood up for what he believed in. Roosevelt stood up for what he believed in. Of course, if I was Roosevelt, I would have dropped a bomb a couple more times than just 2. You know, I covered that before. You don't punish a child by nah. You gotta do it 2 or 3 times, 4 or 5 times to get the point across. That's what should have happened during the Second World War. But it didn't. But the war ended. History repeats itself. Like I told my son, You're living as I lived 40 years ago. Does anything change? Technology changes. But do human beings change? No. No, we don't. We don't change whatsoever. I think if we go back and we look at the leaders of America, the Thomas Jeffersons, Ben Franklin, George Washington, you know, if we look at them and compare them to now, I believe we'd have another JFK or Roosevelt or Reagan back in the 1770s. You know, that's just well, oh, excuse me. I think it's time for my nap. And it's only 5 o'clock. Anyway, you know, that's just food for thought. You know, you just, things change. Now, do they change to the better? Do they change for the worse? I think things change for the better. Now, do we accept the change? No. No. We get used to it, to where we have to change. We have to be proven. A good example of that is the wash machine. When that wash machine first came out, it was rejected. Oh, you put your clothes in there, it'll tear up the clothes. No, it didn't. But the threat was there because of the agitator. Which reminds me of a joke. Maytag came up with all different colors of wash machines. And the NAACP ended up writing a letter to Maytag. And in that letter it stated that you have white, you have pink, you have blue, you have aqua, you have orange. You have every color Maytag except for one color, black. And we're taking a stand, and you know, it's not right. Maytag CEO wrote a letter back to NAACP apologizing for the outward appearance of the wash machine. But every wash machine we have sold in the last 20 years has got inside it a black agitator. Okay, now there's humor in there. But the reality is this. NAACP should not have written that letter. Why? Simple. Black agitator. They looked at the outside instead of the inside. And that's how we should view people. That's how we should view change. Don't be narrow-minded. Open mind. Look at everything before you open up your mouth. You know, like that one thing that I got written in my Bible. Think. T. Is it true? Is what you're going to say true? H. Is it honest? You know? I. Is it important? N. Is it necessary to say? And K. Is it kind? Now if you can say yes to THINK, open your mouth and spit it out. It took me a long time to learn that lesson. And yes, I stepped on my tongue quite a few times. But the thing of it is, people forgave me. Got a best friend now. Didn't start off that way. But he's been my friend now for over 35 years. We talk weekly on the telephone. So, anyway, like I said, things change, people change. So anyway, that's just my thought for the day. And with that, I'm going to close this thing. Sooner or later, I'm hoping to get an audience watching my videos. Who knows, somebody might learn something. How to be stupid. And how to make mistakes. So, anyway, enjoy. And I'm looking at 11:30. So, God bless and have a good day.